This morning, we are following breaking news out of Thornton. We have learned from police that officers are investigating a deadly shooting near Huron Street in the area near I-25 and Thornton Parkway. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose. And I'm Drew Carney. That shooting led to a chase that ended near I-76 and Federal. Lauren Scafidi is live at the scene for us this morning. So, Lauren, what are you seeing out there?
Good morning. Here is where that police chase ended, 56 and Federal. Now we know that 2 people have been shot, one of them in the hospital, the other one has died. Several people in custody and major impacts for your commute this morning. So let's give you a live look at what we're seeing because it is a very active scene at 7 o'clock in the morning. Federal between 56 and 58 is shut down. Police have been focusing a lot on this Range Rover that you see right here. We've seen investigators circling the car, looking inside the car, and past the Range Rover, as far as we can see, it is flashing lights and at least one tow truck. So this all started at 96 in Huron this morning. Here is a live picture from our photographer, Manny Sotelo, from that scene right now. You can see the caution tape around that apartment and a lot of flashing lights. Thornton police say a call came in for a shooting at around 4 this morning here on 96 in Huron. Police say one person was found there shot. We just learned they were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say a suspect drove away from that shooting and Thornton police chased them. Now let's bring you back live to 56 in Federal. That is where I am standing this morning. Again, that chase ended here and you can see that very active scene this morning. One person was found shot here in this car, and police just confirmed with us that they died. This is the first time that we're bringing you that information this morning. Now, Thornton PD says that several people are in custody. So police are investigating this morning, and we've got a lot of questions. We want to know what the relation to these people might be, how this all started, how old they are. We don't have those answers yet. I will be working on scene to get those answers for you live all morning long, and I'll bring you those updates as soon as we get them both on air and online on 9news.com. Now, I want to send things on over to Brianna Fernandez. Brianna, you are tracking all of this. Huge impacts for the morning commute. Obviously, people are on their way to work right now. We know that Federal is closed between 56 and 58th. We know that there is no eastbound access to 76 from Federal. Lots to look at this morning.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And lots of questions to this deadly shooting, which is why we've issued a traffic impact alert. Now, that is not the only major closure that I'm tracking here in your traffic center. So I want to talk about all these crashes first. We have 2 major crashes happening right now along northbound 225 near Colfax. You can kind of see where we're seeing heavy delays in that area. We're also tracking that closure in the Berkeley area where Lauren Scafidi was just giving us a live update. So if you're heading out the door right now, southbound 225, this is not going to impact your morning drive. It's just those northbound lanes. So right now your 225 commute is going to be a 22-minute drive. Now let's talk about that deadly shooting scene where Lauren Scafidi was just giving us a live update. Let's talk about that road closure. So westbound 76, this will not impact your morning drive. Right now we're only seeing that morning rush hour traffic. Near 76 and Federal, southbound 76, it's was shut down. The northbound lanes are open, but we're going to start to see a lot of onlooker delay, especially as folks head out to go to work. So again, there's no eastbound access to 76 from Federal. And then we also have another crash along northbound and southbound I-25 right near 104th Avenue. So this is near the North Glen area where we're seeing delays and those slowdowns. Right now, your overall drive, if you're taking southbound I-25 near 104th Avenue, is going to be about 11 minutes. So let's give you a live look from all of these crash scenes and also that shooting deadly investigation. So this is where Lauren Scafidi is located right now along 76 and Federal Boulevard. Earlier this morning, we were getting a look of that scene. That is no longer the case. 225 heading northbound, the top cameras that I have going on, you can see those flashing lights. You can see where that crash is happening, but you can also see those delays stacking up along northbound 225. And then southbound I-25 right near 104th Avenue, that's also where we're seeing another crash, which is causing some major impacts for those taking southbound I-25. So take it easy if you're heading out the door this morning.
Brianna, thank you. No real weather or sun glare and still an extremely busy morning on the roads at 7:05. Weather is relatively quiet here this morning. Mostly cloudy skies here in Denver. Temperatures hovering above freezing. We did see some light drizzle at times early embedded in that cloud coverage, already clearing out near Copper Mountain. sun this morning. It should be a really pretty sunrise. Some low-lying clouds into the high country where we have been seeing a few brief flurries, but right now temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s. Cloudy skies remain this morning and then gradual clearing ahead. We have been seeing some shower activity over the eastern plains right now in and around the metro area. You will find dry conditions out east to Lyman, moving out over portions of I-70, some wet roadways at times, and there's that light flurry activity off to our west. You can see though a live look from our Viera wireless camera in Lyman. You may find a few flakes flying from the sky, but really not impacting the roadways. Temperatures right now are in the 30s to low 40s here across the metro area, the eastern plains. It's colder in the mountains, but the kiddos at the bus stop definitely want to have the nice warm jacket on this morning. It's crisp out the door, a little more sunshine, not quite as warm as what we saw yesterday in terms of highs, but still well above average upper 50s. We are bracing for some changes by the end of the week. Tomorrow, though, warm and windy, talking fire danger. We'll look at more seasonal conditions on Friday and the potential for a little snow in spots. Details in your extended forecast.
Got my attention, Katie. Thank you. Right now, Boulder police needs your help to identify 2 suspects after a targeted shooting in a residential neighborhood. So this happened after 3:30 Monday morning at an apartment building in the San Juan neighborhood. It shows 2 men walking up to the apartment building and intentionally firing multiple shots into the building near 34th Street. No one was hit, but the bullets went through walls just above beds where children were sleeping. Officials do not believe this was a random act. Anyone who has information on the shooting is asked to contact Boulder Police. Their number is 303-441-3386.
Also this morning, local officials are warning residents about a rise in cybersecurity scams that claim to come from the city and county of Denver. The Department of Technology Services says some people have received fake emails using the city's logo and demanding payment for rezoning fees. Officials say these emails did not come from the city, and the ending of the email address, usa.com, is not legit. The city wants to remind people that they should verify every single message they get.
Denver officials are sounding the alarm about a growing business licensing problem. They say some owners are paying thousands of dollars to third-party companies only to end up with stalled or botched applications. The city warns the issue is hitting newcomers and non-English speakers the hardest. Denver says dozens of business owners have run into the same problem. They hire a third-party company to apply for a license and pay them thousands of dollars to do it, but the application is filled out wrong or without their contact information. That can delay approval for months or forever. City leaders say these delays can mean the difference between a business opening or a family falling behind. The city says many of the people affected are newcomers who don't speak English.
And it could be whether they get that business license successfully in the first month or 3 months, the difference between them having a successful business or their family not having money to have a place to live or to eat themselves.
The city says they want to hear from you if you think you were targeted like this.
All right, Broncos fever all across the Mile High City this morning. We're 3 days away from the big playoff showdown between the Broncos and the Bills. So we're getting ready this morning on 9 News Mornings. We have a big segment coming up next. Is Miles still in the house?
He is.
Miles is still in the house, so the mascot on board for this big segment coming up next on 9 News.